Welcome back to Wildlife Facts. Untamed, unbelievable, uncovered. We are back with the strongest animals, part 2. Last time was absolute power. Today, it's pound for pound. No giants here, just pure performance. Let's rank 10 to 1. 10. Frog hopper, spittlebug. Launch power. Start with a jump that looks like a glitch in physics. A frog hopper can load elastic energy in its tiny legs and release it in a burst, reaching huge takeoff accelerations and clearing distances dozens of body lengths in a blink. Relative to its size, the power output during launch is immense, one of the highest jump power-to-weight performances known in insects. It's not about carrying, it's about instant, ultra-dense power to exit danger. 9. Weaver ant, team lifter. A single weaver ant can heft roughly dozens of times its own body mass, and when they form living chains, that capacity scales into feats that look impossible. The secret is exoskeleton leverage and anchor point grip. Once an ant locks those mandibles, its whole body becomes a crane. In the canopy, that means suspending leaves, brood, and prey with frightening efficiency, all while weighing almost nothing. 8. Leafcutter ant, neck of steel. Leafcutter ants routinely cut and haul pieces that dwarf their bodies, with tests showing they can carry on the order of dozens of times their own mass. Their neck joint and mandible mechanics channel load into the exoskeleton, letting them commute home with a green sail overhead. It's everyday heavy industry at ant scale. Repeatable, reliable, insanely efficient. 7. Trap jaw ant, jaw catapult. Trap jaw ants store energy in jaw muscles and latch the mandibles until release. When those jaws fire, they snap shut at astonishing speed and accelerations, delivering a hit with extremely high power relative to body mass. They even use the strike to fling themselves away from threats, self-propelled by their own bite. Pound for pound, few mechanisms match the jaw's acceleration and energy delivery. Before we move on, if you're still watching, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new video. It will help us a great deal to grow the channel. 6. Coconut crab, clamp authority. A coconut crab's claw crush isn't just impressive in absolute terms. It's remarkable for its size. Studies measuring pinch forces show a squeeze that scales steeply with body mass, giving this terrestrial crustacean one of the most formidable clamp strengths relative to weight among land animals. The build is all leverage and muscle cross-section, turning a modest body plan into a vice. 5. Stag and Goliath beetles, torque on 6 legs. Stag beetles wrestle with outsized mandibles. Goliath beetles push and brace with dense flight muscles and a rigid frame. In contests over mates or territory, they lift, lever, and flip rivals that can approach their own mass. Relative to body weight, the lift and torsion these beetles generate is extraordinary. Think miniature forklifts with exoskeleton roll cages. 4. Mantis shrimp, smashers. Impact power. Smashing mantis shrimps use a latch spring mechanism in the clubs of their raptorial arms. When released, the strike accelerates so fast it can create cavitation bubbles, shockwaves that add a second hit after the first. Per unit mass, the power density they deliver at the point of impact is off the charts. It's repeatable, it's destructive, and it's way beyond what muscle alone could do, because elastic storage does the heavy lifting. 3. Dung beetles, rollers, many hundred times body weight. Across dung-rolling species, experiments show individuals pushing or pulling loads many times their own mass, sometimes into the hundreds of times under lab conditions. Their trick is simple physics: low gear, high traction, and a body built to brace. The beetle lowers its center of mass, plants its legs, and turns a sphere that weighs like a small planet to it by pure persistence and leverage. 2. Rhinoceros beetle, the heavy lifter. Rhinoceros beetles are poster animals for relative strength, with widely cited values in the hundreds of times body weight for lifting or shoving equivalents. The form factor matters. horn as a lever, neck and thorax as the anchor, and legs that turn the ground into a grip surface. In bouts with rivals or while moving obstacles, a rhino beetle's power-to-weight ratio looks almost absurd. 1. Horned dung beetle. Pound for pound champion. In controlled tests, male horned dung beetles have pushed loads on the order of 1,000 times their body weight. For any vertebrate, that number would be fantasy. For this insect, it's Tuesday. The anatomy is a purpose-built drivetrain, forelegs for traction, mid and hind legs for torque, and a compact, rigid body to keep the push aligned. If relative strength means multiples of you, nothing else reliably sits higher. Which definition of strength impressed you most? If you liked this pound-for-pound showdown, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you won't miss another video. Wildlife facts: untamed, unbelievable, uncovered.